knowledge, and wisdom. What am I talking about? Still on the same notion of the four components that influence your life. If you haven't watched the first episode of this, go back to the video that's going to be up here. Yeah. I'm talking about the intellectual component of your life. It is very important in getting you to where you want to go in life. Your attitude will determine your altitude. That's what we always know. We've been told that from when we were still young, some of us. But some of us, maybe it's the first time you hear that. But it is a reality that your attitude, the way you see yourself and the way you see life, it's gonna influence the way you do things in life. That's why the most important thing is to change your perspective. If you see life as a bad environment to be in, if you see life as a place that is not conducive for success, you only need to change your lenses. And that comes to your intellectual component of your life. Because the reality is, rich people and poor people both live in the same earth. We are in the same earth, subjected to almost the same conditions. Wanted to go wrong there. But we have the same weather conditions. If it rains on all of us. If there's thunder, there's thunder on all of us. But the difference is the way we perceive things. Rich people have a different way they view life. They have a different way they view how things are in life, as opposed to poor people. Poor people have their own perspective on life. And I'm not going to blame either perspective. Let me wait for this car to pass. I'm not going to say they're right or wrong. People who see life as a good place to be and people who see life as a bad place to be, they're both right. Because it's all in their perspective. The way you see things matters to the way you do things. It's your intellectual component. How do you get to a place where you start seeing things in a positive light? Change. Change is the only constant phenomenon in life. It never stops changing. Change is always there. Well, it doesn't change. Change always remains change. That's what you must do. Embrace change. Change your habits. You need to start developing habits that are gonna strengthen your intellectual capacity. You need to develop habits that are gonna help you to see life in a different light. Some of the things that will help you sharpen your perspective or your intellectual component is through what you're doing right now. You're watching The Miracle Perspective. And this is to help people change the way they see things. It's to help people change their perspective. Because for as long as you see life in a very poor perspective, ugly perspective, life is a place where there's a lot of bad things happening. You see bad things happening. You wake up in the morning, you see accidents. The first thing you do when you wake up in the morning is you get to News 24. And at News 24, they talk about all the bad things that are happening in life because they report on bad things. The bad things, they sell. You see what's happening? Negativity sells more than positivity. You cannot start your day by going to the news and checking who died in Ethiopia, which plane crashed in Mozambique, in wherever, how many people are starving. It's fine, that's reality, but what does that do to the way you see things? Not only that, what does that do to the way you feel, emotional component? Not only that, what does that do to the way you look, the physical component? You see, if you see something negative happening, something bad, it touches your emotion. When it touches your emotion, your body reacts. Now you look sad, you look down, you look negative, you look demotivated. Even if you try and be positive, it's gonna be hard because your body already is against you. Your body is already counterproductive to what you're trying to think. Change needs to be there. You need to change the way you look, the way you feel. The state of your body will change the state of your emotions. Consequently, it's gonna change the way you see things. things, the state of your intellect. Change is what you must do. Change the way you see things. Change the books you read. Change the shows you watch. Change the music you listen to. Change your surroundings. Change your surroundings. Your surrounding forms a huge part to who you are, to the way you see things, because they influence a lot in how you perceive things. If you stay with negative people, what does that make you? Negative. They say you are the average of the 5 people you spend most of your time with. If the 5 people around you, your close 5 people, are negative people, we don't have to guess how you are. You'll be negative automatically. This happens a lot with, you see, my circle of friends. We have this thing of when somebody messes up, I can tell you you are weak, you are not firm, and you are not strong. And we are used to that language. And that, what we say to each other, it helps us to take note of the reality and want to change to become strong, firm, and not weak. And that's the circle of the people I am around with. You see, my circle of friends, I realize a lot of the way I speak has been influenced by my circle. The way I think, it's influenced by my circle. Even when they are not there, I find myself doing things that one of my friends would be doing while they're not there. And that's because your surroundings have a huge impact to the way you are and the way you see things. So if you want to improve on your intellect, if you want to strengthen your intellectual component, your surrounding has to change. Be in an environment of people that you want to be like. Be in an environment of people who are going to uplift your spirit. Be in an environment of people who are going to see life the way you want to see life. If you are in an environment where people are going to be oppressive to you, not going to motivate you, it's going to affect your intellectual component. You see. So you need to improve on your intellectual component in order for you to have a good belief system. You have to sharpen your intellectual component. You cannot do it while here. It's the other way. Your mind is very important in taking you to where you want to go. Invitation is very simple. If you get your physical component okay, your intellectual component okay, your emotional component okay, the last one almost easy, but it's the most important, the spiritual component. And once these are fine, when you get the spiritual component on point, you're unstoppable. It's easy to enforce a good belief system. Watch me next week when I explore on the spiritual component of our youth, of our lives, of the way we are. Because it matters. We might run away from it, but it matters. It's finished.